thank you to our patrons for helping make this podcast possible.
Welcome to Void FM. It's your boys, Rav and Kill Bill the Rapper.
See, I waited this time. I waited to say something because last time you said
I was so impressed. I was just thinking that.
Yeah. Well, I hear as soon as they say my name. When I say they, I mean you. As soon as you say my name, I just assume that I'm supposed to go hi. But I mean, that's how it works in most things, right? Like if someone's like, "Oh, here's my friend Bill," then I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, and we're all friends here, right?
Yeah, you're like Siri.
Yeah. Anytime, "Hey, Bill," and I just go like, "What can I do for you?" or whatever. That's how I talk with other normal humans that aren't robots.
How you been?
I've been good, man. I've been good. I got a number 1 Victory Royale in Fortnite last night. Something to think about. Perhaps I'm goated.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been good. How have you been? Is the real question here, friend.
Why is it the real question?
Because it's the only thing I got right now. So
okay. Well, I'm good. Recovering from like a small cold, so I apologize if I pull away to cough every now and then. But other than that, I've been good. I've been working on a bunch of music. Might drop something soon. Maybe by the time this episode is out, I've dropped maybe a new song. Who knows?
Who the heck knows, brother?
Who the heck knows?
Who the dick knows what could happen?
Who the dick and balls and also balls. Who the dick and also mine balls knows.
Yeah. That's exciting though. It's exciting. The streets have been hungry for a new Rav release.
Yeah. Well,
I've heard whispers in the streets.
I'm about to feed the streets with a little treat, hopefully. Oh, also small new fixation developed.
Talk about it.
Around No Emotion Gold Mask.
Our king.
Yeah, he's an underground rapper that is incredibly like unknown or obscure, I guess. Slept on. And I just stumbled upon him through you recently. And it's been a journey because holy fuck. I didn't know there was something like this out there. It's almost like proto RXK nephew.
Yeah, for sure. I don't remember how I stumbled upon him, but the first thing I heard from him was, you remember like Hobson, like Funk Volume back in the day? There was a video of him like trying out it was like a competition for Funk Volume, and he had a very funny video of him rapping over whatever Hobson ass beat at the time. And
is that a thing for real?
Yeah. Actually, Mitch played it. That was the first thing we played was the Funk Volume one. Yeah, but that was the one that I heard, and I don't remember, somebody in my chat when I first started streaming was like, "Yo, you got to check this guy out" or something. And I played him on stream, and I was like super obsessed for like a little while there. He's aware of this. At least I remember I talked to him at some point. Like awesome. Once. Yeah, he was really cool. But yeah. So I think he like hit me up in the DMs or something after I said something. But yeah, good music. Good music, very funny.
Very talented. Shouts out No Emotion.
My mask is golden. Don't ask.
No Emotion. Yeah. You know. But we out here. And I'm very excited for today's episode.
Me too. I'm getting the tingles.
You know why I'm excited?
Why?
Because
tell me.
It's another one of my favorites, by the way. My favorite series. This will be another episode from a series of Bill-led and focused episodes. And I'm excited because, anything could happen.
Yeah. They say, and by they, I mean the people who comment on our videos, they say this is the These are the wild west of episodes. Who knows what could happen in a Bill episode? No one knows. I don't even know, as there's been little to no preparation for this point. I'm feeling like what's going to happen is we're going to do some conversing or conversating, as some would say.
It would be wrong because conversing is the correct way.
It's redundant. Yes, I know. Hold on a second. I'm going to talk about something. I had an English professor, English 102, back in South Carolina, who used the word ironical a lot.
Yeah.
And technically, ironical is like a correct word. It is a word that exists. However, it lives in redundancy. And I said something in class about it because she used it quite a lot. And I didn't know if she was like joking or not, but she was using it in a lecture. And she said
like
that's
using
ironical.
Irregardless.
Yes.
Yeah.
It just doesn't, there's not really a point.
Yeah. Or when people say, and I mean, this is a common expression, so everybody says this, but I could care less. I could care less makes no sense.
It should be I couldn't care less, right?
Yeah, I couldn't care less. That makes
or
no
actually
sense.
Couldn't care any less. I don't know.
Or just I couldn't care less.
It's kind of like saying like implying the like there, because when someone says something to me and I'm like, yeah, I gives a fuck, but I mean I'm saying it's the same thing, right? But like I
couldn't care less. What's your problem with I couldn't care less?
I don't have a problem with it at all. You're implying that I'm
second confrontational
Jesus
episode
Christ,
back to
man.
back,
dude. I mean, listen. I thought we learned and grew from our last confrontation.
Beef.
Yeah, can we talk about this? Can we talk about this?
Yes, let's do it. Okay, hold on. One thing though. You are now tuning in to Void FM.
40-50 feet, why don't you turn around and let's go back into the table. Okay. Let this turn around to your right. Set up. Forward. And just lead him. Just to have that field of view pick up the pizza. I don't want to go into the side of like a quarter. That's right now. Let them get a view from there and I'll see what the field of view looks like.
So I tells her, get off my lawn. Yeah, so I got a strange DM the other day.
Yes, you did. So why don't you preface it with a little bit of context, if you don't mind?
Okay, so we put out the episode, last week's episode, or last week, okay, from when you're hearing this, if you hear it on the correct day. Anyway, so comes out, and we thought it would be funny to make it look like we had a conflict. It was our first fight. We even said like our first fight on air, which wasn't actually accurate. It was just a joke. And then I have me going like I'm gonna punch somebody, and then Rav's looking kind of confrontational or doing this. I don't know. What are you doing? Something.
I'm just looking like I'm thinking, because when we took the screenshots for the thumbnail, we hadn't thought what the direction was going to be for the title or just in general. Because even the joke, joke quote unquote confrontation that we had was so brief compared to other parts of the episode that it was not the defining feature necessarily. That was a audible that we pulled retroactively.
Yes. And it wasn't really like supposed to be, obviously it wasn't serious, but it was just a thing we threw together. It'd be like, oh, like it'd be a funny, like kind of like jokingly clickbaity title. Like people would look at it and see like, obviously these two guys did not have a real fight or a confrontation. Right. And if it was, that'd be silly, So, you know how when you share someone's story on Instagram, like if they mention you in the story, if you share the story, then they can just fucking DM you from that point on. It's like a flaw in Instagram's system. I don't know how to turn it off.
Yeah, I hate that.
I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I don't really give like, it's not that it's something I encounter too much. It's most of the time a fan will like DM me and I'll just ignore it, and then they won't DM me again, and I don't really check my DMs that often, in the first place. So, but I got like a notification while I was sitting there talking to you on Discord, just like now. And just for context, this is right after we put out the episode. Like the episode wasn't even out long enough for, if you watched it, that you couldn't even get to the point where there was a conflict yet, conflict. And I get a DM from somebody who's like, yo, man, don't let Rav get in your head, man. Like, it's just pure jealousy. Like, I was at a Rav show and he thinks that he's God's gift to rap. And I thought that it was just like a bit, or he was trying to be Eminem or something. But like, I don't fuck with him. And like, I rock with you the long way. Like, if y'all are fighting right now, like, I just know that you're in the right, or some shit like that, basically. Which, first of all, it's a little crazy because like, what if I was like saying something crazy on this podcast? It's clear that he didn't watch it.
Yeah, maybe you were like, I'm thinking of resurrecting Hitler is kind of chill.
Yeah, exactly. Like it could have been something insane, but like he just automatically, which it's nice to know that there are people who are ride or die for me in that kind of way. However, it was a little wild because it was just kind of like based on kind of nothing ever, right? They were just like so ready to be like, fuck this guy. You know what I mean? Like, and it was great. And I said it out loud. Like I read the message out loud because I was like, what the fuck is this while we were talking? And I didn't think about it, that it might have like fucked up your day or something. You know what I mean? Like I was like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have said nothing.
It didn't. But I appreciate the thought. Yeah.
The guy, I told him, like, I didn't apologize. I said like, hey, it was a joke. You should actually watch the episode. But like, I don't know what would give you that impression because like Rav's a real good guy, and that he was just like, he apologized to me, and I never said that I said nothing to you, but he apologized to me, and I don't know if that counts for anything, but yeah, it was just, but it is kind of weird too, like just based off of like just a vibe at a show or something to be like that about it. I don't know.
There was also a comment that got left early on that was like, something like, Rav reminds me of my girlfriend when she's mad at me. And then he called me a little rat boy or something.
Damn.
I don't understand if he wants me or if his girlfriend reminds him of a rat. I don't know what it is, either or.
Both, maybe. Who knows?
The one thing I do think is the case, though, is it was probably based off of a vibe as well or something.
Well, I don't understand why people were so, it was like something about that episode, which by the way was like, that was my favorite episode so far.
Same.
It was like I thought the vibes were so like great. We were both on the same page. It felt like we were playing off of each other really well. I really liked that episode. And I don't know if it was just like the thumbnail or like why it would make, you weren't even acting, like you were just like chilling. You were like high as fuck, like just enjoying you were way more chill than I was because you were so high. You know what I mean? And so it's like, I just didn't know where that was coming from. And I just also wanted to say, if that person who left the comment sees this, which I'm sure they will, they said something along the lines of like, yo, tell Bill he a real one. And I'm just saying like, that makes me look so shitty in that scenario. Because you're like, yeah, man, I'll fucking like you. I'll fuck with you. You were like all this like weird toxic shit. And then be like, by the way, I fuck with Bill though. And I'm like, bro, like don't do me like that, bro. Like I don't want to be associated with you like that, bro. That's fucked up. Like
confirmed, Bill fans hate Rav.
Yeah. I love the Bill fan joke. That's like we're all like knuckle draggers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah, but yeah, sorry that happened though. That shit sucks.
I appreciate it. I think there was like a brief moment where I was like, oh man, like I want that. I want like to be like, yo, by the way, tell Rav he cool as hell. You know?
No, people do that. People definitely do that.
Yeah, you're right. No,
I feel like it kind of comes with the territory sometimes. It's like there is like I'm not like adverse to criticism. Like I don't think that criticism is bad or anything like that. But sometimes I wonder because it feels like on some like sometimes it comes from the fan base, like people who fuck with you or us. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a thing that I see sometimes where it's a recurring, and I'm not trying to say, like, you can say whatever you want on the internet because that's just how the world works, right? Like, and I'm not trying to disparage people. If you have like a problem, like say the shit, right? But sometimes it's weird because it'll be people who are like, they've bought every single album, but then they'll like say critical stuff like they have a bit of a ownership or something. I don't know if it's a parasocial thing or if it's a thing of like you keep up with something, you're talking about people like it's a TV show. Like, oh, I didn't really like season. What are they doing with season 3 right now?
Yeah. I think that's the only part where I sometimes briefly think about the reception because I'm like, am I an unlikable figure sometimes? But also, I think it's partially because that's the deliberate role that I kind of selected for myself. The confident fool, right? Is the idiot that thinks he's smart. When you lean into that, I think there have been some people who just are like, wow, he doesn't realize how stupid he is. And it's like, it's a bit. I don't think I'm smart. I don't think I'm smart.
I think that's part of it though. I think I think there is something there because I think there's a lot of neurodivergent people in our fan base too. And like sometimes I'll catch myself saying something that I think is a very obvious bit, but people won't respond in that way, or someone won't respond. Like most people will get it, you know, but I feel like a lot of times too, the type of people who leave comments all the time, maybe they are like neurodivergent, like kind of hyperfixating on you, you know, like in that kind of way. And so sometimes I have to remind myself that it's like, okay, like it's not necessarily the way that something is delivered. It's just there's some people who are like just not going to get that off rip, and that's like okay, you know. But I know sometimes it can be frustrating because like sometimes you want to like play for me, right? I try to like play to like this is the most like the widest net I can cast with something. Like if I make like a funny tweet or try to make a funny tweet, then be like, okay, like this is like very easy to digest. That's kind of how I try to do things. I have to remind myself that it's like not necessarily my fault if it doesn't land with like certain people or they misunderstand it or whatever, you know. And it's not really theirs either, you know. So
also, speaking of comments, we can segue to this. Thank you to everyone who responded to last week's question about what their preferences are in terms of the podcast content. And it seems like we got a wide spread of answers. I don't know if you saw.
I did.
But yeah, a bunch of people were saying that, you know, they enjoy the more informative, educational, arguably episodes, you know. Some people prefer the more just laid back, funny, chit chat bullshit. And then I would say the majority seems to prefer like personal stories and personal music related stories and things that maybe we could pass along in terms of knowledge a little bit.
Yeah.
Know?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely get that. That's like my favorite genre of episode too, I think. Telling stories that maybe the average person wouldn't have because of the music. Like not everyone does this full time or has been doing it for as long as we have and the capacity we have, you know. So I think that's a cool thing to talk about, and it also gives us a chance to yap because you know me, I like to get a little yapping in.
Yes. Also, there was a comment that someone left. I surely enjoy the more laid back episodes, or episodes that are really damn funny, which is pretty much all of them, lol. I am not that knowledgeable in the history of rap and the OG rappers out there, so I can't really relate to the people you guys talk about when it comes to stuff like that. However, I can't say I dislike those kinds of episodes either. To be honest, I enjoy you guys going on about a history lesson about stuff that impacted the music industry or you personally. It's fun to listen about all the little details, and the tangents are always really interesting. I feel that I would enjoy those kinds of episodes more if there was a pop-up on screen at times with info about the topic, so dumb people like me can understand more than just, hey Bill, you know that thing that I have no idea about. Yeah, man, I loved that thing I have no idea about. Most times either of you explain what said thing is, but not always. So, I think I will make more of an effort to provide more context. Because sometimes I forget, because we are very casual with one another. We sometimes forget that people are listening in on these conversations, plural, and that sometimes they might not know all the things that you and I might be thinking about. Also, when we do more educational episodes in the future, I will definitely endeavor to have some sort of notes prepared ahead of time that I could just put up on the screen as I'm doing the talking or something so people can look at some sort of visuals. Make a PowerPoint presentation. I'll make a PowerPoint presentation. There we go.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like we haven't really, other than like the Spotify one, which you had notes for already, I feel like we haven't really explored that in the full capacity that we could. Because, for example, when we were doing kind of like the roots of hip hop, talking about like the party and everything, like that whole episode was like you just kind of like riffing based off of a lot about it. There wasn't a notes section here, or you like going off of cue cards or anything. I feel like the next time we do an episode like that, and I'd be down to like sit and like work on it, with you in that kind of way. Like I would love to do like if we're gonna be educational, like be educational about it. Like actually like explore it all to the fullest extent. Yeah,
Exactly. Now, with that out the way, what the fuck is your problem?
Oh man, I'm really bald.
Prove it.
Right now?
Yes, for those listening, I will narrate. He's taking his headphones off his head. He's putting them back on his head. He's taking them back off. He's reaching for the hat with his diddler motion. He's... Ah!
Look at it!
Ah!
Look at it! Look! Gaze upon it! Now that we got that out of the way.
So yeah, you do look really bald.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been slapped on the head?
Yeah. Yeah, I have. I feel like you slapped me on the head once. Am I tripping?
Can I do it again?
Someone close to me has done it, yeah.
Can I do it again in the future?
Yes.
For like a special occasion.
Like really don't like hit me too hard though.
No, I'm not gonna be like it's not gonna be nothing too crazy. It's gonna be like
Yeah, it has like a slap sound to it.
Yeah, like slapping a naked ass cheek.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, only like way less sexy.
Yeah.
Or more sexy, depending. You know?
Yeah, more sexy for you. Your ass when you slap it sounds like
it's pretty sad,
slapping a table.
It's like slapping bone, basically. Man,
it makes a percussive sound.
Man, I got it, dude. If I had like huge cheeks, bro, y'all couldn't tell me nothing.
Yeah,
like not a thing. I will be unstoppable. It's the only thing holding me back.
Hey, okay, so sweet viewer, we need to think of a name for our viewers, so that we can refer to them as something other than like I keep jumping between viewer and listener. Listener is from the fucking Dark Brotherhood in the Elder Scrolls games.
Yeah. No, I mean we're not saying femme avoiders. That's not it.
No, that's funny though. Femme avoiders is good.
Yeah.
Let's stay. Okay, let it be the placeholder time.
Okay, cool. We'll keep it there. It'll be just for a little bit till we find something better.
Yeah.
Dear femme avoider.
Dear femme avoiders. So, dear viewer, hold on, let me start over. Dear femme avoiders, tuning in. If you would like for us to help sponsor Bill's BBL, let us know in the comments. Maybe we could start a GoFundMe for you, Bill. Would you be interested?
I'm trying to look a little bit sad for the camera.
If you saw an interest in the comment section, then you would buckle and get yourself a BBL.
Listen, man, I don't know, because it's like, I don't know if it's like, I have like really fucked up knees from playing football.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like squats are like kind of out of the question for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could do them, but like my knees pop in ways that I am scared to do.
You don't need to squat in front of the surgeon when they do the surgery.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, should I just jump straight to that? Like, what else could I do? Like, I mean, I could get like what
just
other?
Get a BBL.
Just a BBL. Like, I mean, I could while I'm there, I might as well get some other stuff. Like maybe like a nose job. Like get some big old titties. Like
no, you're perfect. Other than your disgustingly flat ass.
It is pretty rough, dude. It is pretty.
Okay,
rough,
it's not disgusting. Flat is beautiful to some people, I'm sure.
Yeah,
but not to most reasonable people.
Well, it's okay. I mean, like, I don't really get complaints about it. Like, I've never like had like a romantic partner who was just like, man, I wish you had a big, fat, juicy ass. You know what I mean? I feel like just the fact that I'm that
means none of your partners have been honest with you.
I'm probably just being lied to.
Yeah.
It's rough. Yeah, no. I'll work on it. I'll figure it out. But until I can afford the BBL, how much is a BBL? Let me do some research really quick.
Can you do some research? Yeah, I'd like to do some research too.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do some research.
Some research?
BBL prices.
It's like more than $10,000, I think. Right?
Yeah, I got that kind of money laying around for my ass. $10,000, dude. I was thinking like 4. Dude, titties don't cost $10,000, do they? Implants?
No, but this is far more. You don't lay on your you don't sit on your tits.
You don't?
I sit on your tits, but not on my own.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, you're right. There is like a bit of a dude, but what if they do it wrong? It's like people who get veneers and they're like a little off,
oh, no.
But like I don't want that. But my
every time you sit in a chair, it's like you're slightly like a tipped tripod.
I'm gonna get that, and I'm gonna get real fucked up veneers the same day.
Oh yeah, that's
like
good.
Big like chicklet moments. You know what I mean? Like
I love that. No, but look, a BBL would do you good. Nobody asked you to fund it yourself. We're talking about a GoFundMe campaign.
Let's get it.
If we see a great interest in the comment section for this episode, for Bill to get a BBL, we will start up a GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Specifically, but those funds can only go towards your BBL. They cannot be like, oh, we're going to actually use that for filming, or we're going to use it for this or that. No, it's like, this is for your BBL.
Could we call it, instead of like help get Bill's BBL, Yeah, instead of calling it that, can we just say like, can we help Bill with his long back situation?
Yeah, you are the Taylor Swift. You are like a cis male Taylor Swift.
Yeah, in every single possible way. I have a private jet too, by the way. I'll be on that. I'll be on that shit. But yeah, no, for real. I think about that sometimes. How much different my life would be if I had a scrumptious ass.
It would be so different.
You think so? Do you really? Do you actually think it would be different?
Oh yes.
Like what would be different about my life?
Everything.
Would it be like the utopia of like society?
Give me any scenario. Like, give me any scenario of you doing something now, and then I will throw it back at you, but in a post BBL world.
Okay, so going grocery shopping.
Okay, so pre BBL, you're walking in. You're I need to get cabbage. You go for the cabbage. You go pay for the cabbage.
Cabbage, yeah.
You pay for the cabbage.
Mm-hmm.
You go back to the car. You go home. Boom. Post BBL. You go out the car. People start applauding. You park your car. You come out. People start applauding. You walk. This. Your ass is clapping along with their claps. There's a rhythm going.
Yeah.
There's like a little
like a galloping rhythm.
Yeah, galloping rhythm.
Yeah, that's how
it's being produced.
Yeah, it's just because they're just going crazy. Yeah.
You go inside the store, people going, damn. Ow, 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 ow. You know, people doing that. Hubba, 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 ow.
Yeah.
You're like, I need cabbage, you know? And then you're like, oh, I need cabbage. And you hear, I need you. You know, you hear shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
You go to pay for your cabbage, they're like, people are like pushing each other away to pay for your cabbage. Let me pay for your cabbage. Me. No, I was here first.
Mm.
You don't walk back to your car. You get carried back to your car.
Thank God. I need
by the wind. The wind slides down your back, and then betwixt your cheeks, and it lifts you off your feet, and like a witch's broom, it carries you to your car.
I got the Nimbus 2000 back there. You know,
you got the Nimbus 3008.
Yeah. Man, this is god damn, dude. I need this surgery. I need it. So are we gonna continue with stories like or scenarios?
Sure. I mean, like, if you're not sold yet, I can keep.
Yeah. How about me getting a root canal at the dentist?
Root canal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well,
how would that make it better?
You could just sit there, right? And someone could pull up a picture of your ass in front of you, and just kind of like set it up in front of you, so that as they perform their thing, that's what you have in front of you. And when you look at it, the pain numbs.
Oh, I see. Actually, I have a better idea. This is how I think it should be done, right? They replace the chair. The dentist chair, with like a see-through, like a glass chair, right?
Love that.
And they just point a camera at and I've got my ass out, you know.
Yeah.
And they just point a camera at my ass, all squished against the glass.
Yeah.
And then they feed me the footage back, and I'm just like,
better than that. Not a glass chair. It's a chair, glass chair, but it also has like a gap in it for your cheeks, right? So that they're hanging through, and that you can gyrate them. You can clap your cheeks while sitting down.
Is this the assless chaps of dentist chairs? Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's good, man. That's really good. You should actually write that down, because I think somebody would appreciate that.
Thank you. That's another free idea for the world to rip from my hands.
Yes.
People will
I
respect
can't
you
believe
more. Why do you think you haven't been given that XXL freshman class spot
You're
for
right.
so many years? How long we been doing this for? They never contacted you.
Not
Look
a
at you,
single
no
time.
ass, having ass rapper.
It really is bad, dude. Like I think that like honestly, like I think that if I had a big juicy ass, then like like the Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole big three conversation or whatever, I think J.
Yeah.
Cole would be right out of there. I think I'd be definitely in the big three. And then
Oh yeah.
then Kendrick wouldn't have said fuck a big three. It's just big me. He would say fuck a big three. Look at Bill's juicy ass.
Yeah.
And just point at it in the video while I just shake that thing.
Fuck a big three. Look how thick Bill be.
Yep. Kendrick, I don't know. I know you're listening to this, Kendrick. As you do. I'm saying, man. I know you got the money, man. I know you got the money to make this shit happen, bro. I know you do. I know you don't spend your
BBL,
money
please.
like crazy. Yeah, you need that. You need to. I know you are really good at saving your money, and I know that this is something that you could. It's 10 grand, bro. You're like a.
Don't just pay for it. No, Kendrick, loan it. Okay, invest in Bill's ass. If Bill doesn't pay back within 2 years, you can take his BBL away from him. You can rip his ass off his back. You'll be able to rip his ass off Bill's back.
I don't know if I like that idea. I think you're just kind of throwing stuff in now. But I guess that's you got to believe in yourself, you know.
It's like the equivalent of like when someone at school's like, "Can I borrow your gum?" It's like I'm expecting it back.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So, that's let me guess. That was a dying pregnant possum.
Close.
Badger?
Colder.
What is it?
Your mama.
My mama's closer to a possum than a badger?
Yeah.
Okay.
You wouldn't get it. It's just the stuff that she be doing.
This is the kind of abuse I get on these episodes, and then people take your side. You know what? This episode should be titled Bill's Abuse.
No. We shouldn't title it that, and here's why. Okay? Because I said earlier today, I'll be there in like 10. Then I said, sorry, traffic has been bad. Then you replied, your mom has been bad. I just said, okay, I just walked in. To which you replied, on me and your mom again. Would you care to
I don't know what your point is. I don't know what you're trying to what are you trying to say here?
I'm trying to say that this is a hostile workplace environment. And I'm not saying like, oh, like you're like the boss or something, but like I do feel like this is like kind of your baby, and that maybe you should be a little bit more responsible with your platform and
Wow.
All right, Bill, I'd hate to bring this up after you bring up that, but I think right before that happened, you did look at me and say, Mitch, you're the kind of guy I just love to bully, and then proceeded to bully me?
That's true.
I did not bully you. How did I bully you?
You said, you're bald and stupid, and then you slapped me in the face.
You're just making shit up. You're making shit up. I also didn't
Bill's
say,
gaslighting you now. He's saying you're lying.
Literally just making shit up. How did I slap you in the face? How did you don't even live in the same state as me, Mitch.
Yeah, that's why it took you so long to do it.
He's saying you're a shit make-upper.
He's saying I'm a shit maker-upper. He's doing it right now. That's the face he makes when he loves to bully someone.
listen,
Yeah.
I'm not going to deny that you're kind of just bullyable, you know?
Look, just because
There
it's
it
true,
is.
Bill. Look, just because it's true doesn't mean you can say something like that, Bill. Not out loud. It's something that we say behind his back. It's something that we think to ourselves. But to do it in front of him is just uncouth. It breaks
you're
all
right,
social
you're right.
decorum rules. Come on.
I just want to say, you know, I'm not going to say that everything that Mitch is saying is true, okay? But I do want to just like apologize for whatever. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You got to give it to him. That was a very heartfelt.
That was very heartfelt. I guess I'll have to take it. You know,
Yeah.
because there's like a I guess like a 50% chance I made it all up. I think.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I'm pretty sure it happened, but
Yeah.
you said it didn't,
So, yeah.
so I don't know if I can believe myself at this point. You know.
Shut your dweeb ass up, bald head.
Okay. My
What do you mean?
my cursor is hovering over the stop recording button right now, buddy.
Mitch and I, that's just banter. That's friendly talk. But what you were doing, that was bullying.
How
Yeah.
you called him a dweeb? You were like you were gonna shove him in a locker, bro.
Dude.
Yeah, but he was kind of cute about it, so I.
But I was kind of cute about it. Yeah.
Oh. So is this like one of those like the meme where it's like they say something and they're like, and then the next one is like HR. Like, yeah, dude.
Yeah. The first panel is me walking by Mitch's office going, "Sup, bald head," and you're like, "Oh, thanks." Hey, Rav, and then like the second panel is you walking by going, "You're bald," and then he was like, HR."
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
We need that.
This is that.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
so
that.
funny.
Yeah.
Bill, it's time to go someday.
I think it's
to a
time for you
different
to
planet.
atone.
Okay.
Atone.
Okay, here. Oh.
Oh.
That was a beautiful little harmony. Wow.
Dude, I don't remember what it was, but I saw something recently where it was somebody clapping and they were just like the most like,
Oh yeah.
I don't remember what it was, but it was something on stream. I can't remember. Somebody was clapping real like
Your
silently.
mama was clapping real good. That shit
See?
was loud as fuck.
See? Y'all saw that, right?
Saw what?
What you just did to me.
What did I do to you?
You sexually harassed me in the workplace.
What did I do? How did I do
You're talking
that?
about my mother in a sexual way.
Not you. Your mother.
Yeah, but to me, you can't do that in the workplace, bro.
What? You mean I can't just go, yo, suck my dick real good? Not you, Jennifer. I can't say suck my dick real good and choke on my balls.
Somewhat frowned upon, I believe. You know,
even if I go like, Jennifer, I don't mean you. I'm just having
venting.
a moment. I'm just venting. I'm just better out than in, right? I would rather not let these thoughts fester.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, just don't work anywhere. I think that it's best that you just kind of continue rapping, I think, you know? So, yeah.
Dude, you remind me of someone. And for the longest time, I couldn't put my finger on it. I was like, who does this fucking guy remind me of? And like, it's just like, you know what? It's a vibe and it's like a thing. For instance, the smell of swimming pools I associate with Pokemon Gold. I don't know why.
I get
Maybe
that.
because I played it much during summer or something, you know, most likely. But with you, it's like I immediately think Mussolini, right? Just like without all the fascist stuff.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's crazy because I was thinking today that you remind me like exactly of like Steven Crowder. Only like if he was wearing a diaper full of like shit that he was your shit. And the diaper was also made of shit.
I said without all the fascist shit.
Yeah, I'm just telling you what you remind me of. It doesn't have anything to do with yours.
Oh.
Also, he smells real bad, and also you're vomiting constantly.
And also, your mama's there.
You're bleeding from your eyes,
and your crush is watching.
Yeah, exactly. As you get hit by a truck over and over and over again, and it's just spraying shit everywhere from your shit diaper. And,
dude, you know what? Yeah. Okay. If I want a billionaire that's listening to this podcast to just give Bill $100 million with a stipulation that it is used to film a movie directed by Bill. Because I feel like, Bill, with the way you described that, you're like the Tarantino of like shit. You could be like the Tarantino of shit. Instead of blood, it's like feces. You know how like he did over the top when you like cut like a little pinky and the fucking blood would go like an enemy, right? Yeah. So you could pioneer some sort of like, oh, I have a little toot, and you do a little toot, but it's like, you know, shit spraying or whatever.
That's pretty good. Yeah, we could do that. Also, anyway, like.
You're tuning into Void FM. Thank you so much for listening. Sorry, you were going to say something, Bill?
Oh, yeah. I was going to say, instead of feet shots, it's just more shit. There's just shit. There's just shit everywhere. Shit. It's nothing but shit. That's the whole thing. You remember you've seen Dumb and Dumber, right? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You know that scene where he gets chocolate all over the walls in the bathroom somehow? Yeah. And then they walk in and then the guy's like, there's shit everywhere. Didn't you sample that? Am I tripping?
Huh?
Did you sample that? Am I tripping?
I did sample that. Also, that's what's his name? America's favorite family videos, dude.
Yeah. I was about to say Pat Sajak, and that is not him at all.
He recently passed away, but he was also a comedian.
Fuck, what's his name? Dude, my recall is so bad now.
It's the long COVID, baby. It's happening to everybody.
It's never leaving me. It's staying with me the long way. Anyway, yeah, that guy.
That guy, yes. So
wait, hold on. We're staying here until we get it. Don't you edit a bit of this, Mitch. We're getting it.
Fuck.
We're not looking it up either.
Thank
Bizarro
God.
World.
Sorry.
Steven. Bizarro World Colbert.
Yeah, that's him, man. Bizarro World Colbert. What is his name? Why do I think that his first name's Pat? It's not Pat.
It's not.
I keep thinking Pat Sajak. It's not Pat Sajak. Why am I thinking Pat Sajak? Bob Saget.
Yes. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
How did you access it in your brain?
I thought of the dude who would yell profanities in like early YouTube, and he was Bob Saget. That's what.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's that. So, so shout out the deceased Bob Saget. You did some stuff.
Deceased?
Yeah, he died.
Oh, true. Yeah.
You said that earlier.
Deceased doesn't mean murdered. It just means dead.
What?
Right?
What? Who said that he was murdered?
No, I'm saying deceased. I'm just qualifying. I'm saying deceased means dead, not murdered.
Yeah, but he wasn't murdered, and I said he was deceased.
Yeah.
It's like being like, oh, I'm just qualified. It's like what? You're just saying that for no reason.
I'm explaining it because the reason I thought he was murdered for a second is you said deceased, and I thought that could be a synonym for murdered.
Okay. You were like, no, he was not murdered, but he is deceased, as in like he no longer.
Who deceased him? No, sorry.
Wait, how did he die? How did Bob Saget die? I'm gonna look it up, dude. I just look it up. He died of decease. No, he died of. Are you okay? Is everything all right at home?
No. I just read Mitch's latest comment in the Discord. Can you read it out loud?
Me, when I say a joke and y'all don't say anything back, I feel like a cuck. I didn't even hear you say a joke, Mitch.
When you said don't edit this out, I said thank God really loud, and then you guys just moved on.
It cut out.
You're kind of cutting out.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Also, I want to wait. Hold on. This is big. I'm going to read something out. Bob Saget, the comedian and actor, died after what appeared to be a significant blow to the head, one that fractured his skull in several places and caused bleeding across both sides of the brain, according to an autopsy report released on Friday. So
someone did decease him.
But it just says he has this blunt head trauma, but like what, how?
I be smoking that shit. I be getting that blunt head trauma.
Oh, it was a fall. And he hit his head in the hotel room. That's all it was. He just died of a fall. But real ones know. Real ones know.
Real ones know. I know who it was.
Who was it?
I'm not gonna tell.
You sound like the person who was like afraid to say that Biggie killed Pac. Mm-hmm. Not Biggie. Sorry, Diddy killed Pac.
Yeah.
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 We know. Yeah.
Yeah. My throat hurts.
Get over yourself. Fella.
I'm not gonna. No, it doesn't get to me. Your words can't hurt me.
Okay.
I'm not afraid.
Would you like to read what Mitch posted
to take
in the
a
chat?
stand?
Okay, we're doing this now.
Everybody, come take my hand. We'll walk this road together through the storm, whatever weather, cold or warm. Just so you know that you're not alone. I'm gonna make you feel like we've been down the same road.
That's really good, man. You did a really good job. You know what my favorite thing to do is do like the intro to Crack a Bottle. That Didn't we do this? We already did this. We did this on an episode.
Did we?
We started an episode with it because Mitch labeled it as Bill's dubstep or something.
Oh, yeah.
I'm cutting this out. I'm cutting it out. I didn't get anything wrong. I'm cutting it out.
You're right.
This is fine. This is fine actually because last time you did it by yourself, I think, right?
What?
Oh yeah. It was me by myself. Now we did it together and probably out of sync because of Discord.
I don't think so.
It actually sounded not bad.
Oh, that's good.
I'm pretty good about accounting for Discord lag. I'm sick like that. Yeah, there's ping in my head.
Ping in your head. Ping in your head. We need rollback netcode, brother.
Yeah.
In real life.
Yes. Yo, wait. Rollback nut code.
Listen, you said a lot of really crazy shit, egregious shit since I've known you, okay? But this is by far the most brilliant thing you've ever fucking said. Hey, everybody give him a fucking round of applause. Yeah.
Mitch, I don't hear you clapping. What the hell? Woo! I don't hear Mitch clapping.
I'm scared of what the filter will make it sound like.
I don't care. I want to hear it.
That should sound crazy, bro.
I have no frame. What did it sound like?
Okay, just start doing it again. But before you start, just Bill. This was me and Mitch's mom last night. All right, go for it, Mitch.
That's like the most, like, the only way I could describe that is like, think of the most brutal back shots you've ever heard in your life. Yeah, it's
the nuts slapping against the lower tummy, you know.
Like it's hitting so. It's hitting so hard that I would be concerned that like there's something wrong with your balls after this. Like your balls are black and blue at the end of this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
In Bill's situation, he's the one receiving the back shots.
Well, that goes without. That's a given.
That's a given.
Dude, Mitch, from now on, you have to give us an applause every now and then, you know, because that's an amazing sound.
Oh God. Man.
Oh God, yeah.
Boy.
Oh goodness.
Boy.
Mitch, how you been?
You know, I've been good. I got back from Canada.
That's right. How was Canada?
It was cool. You know, everything was really expensive, and the air was really clear, and it was a bit colder. But it was cool. I was just visiting family and stuff, you know, before I came back to Indiana. Ugh.
Hey, can you make sure you edit out all your answers, but keep all our questions in?
Yeah, I'll take. Yeah, don't worry about that. I was gonna do that anyways, actually.
Cool. Thanks. Yeah.
People are just gonna say you're real quiet this episode, you know?
They're like, wow, he's so rude. He didn't answer any of the questions.
Yeah, he's just shy. That's all it is. Just a little shy. So, what are you guys doing tonight? We trying to
So tonight is a special night.
It is a special.
It's gonna be 4:20 tonight.
It is.
When
the
clock strikes midnight.
Have a little someone's trying to call me spam. I've been getting so much spam lately, bro. Anyway, I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, and tonight we're gonna hang out in the Bill Court after my stream and
smoking a little minge.
Yeah, we smoke some of that. Sure.
Some of that minge.
Where's my minge? Oh, I put it in the other room. I put my minge in the other room. Sorry, I don't think I have it on me. Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm gonna smoke some of that shit, and we're gonna watch Pineapple Express with the people in the Bill Court.
Yes.
So that'll be fun.
Call weed minge so that parents, teachers, co-workers, etc., don't catch on to you. Just like, oh, if a co-worker, like what if your manager is in the same room as you, right? So when you're talking to your co-worker, instead of going like, "Yo, you want to go? I brought some weed," you could be like, "Yo, I got minge on me." No, that's it. And they'd be like, "Oh, word."
I got it too. Instead of saying like, "Oh, I'm smoking minge," because like they'll figure out what that means really quickly. You should do it like with beers, how they say like you're pounding beers. You know, like, "Oh, I'm just pounding minge right now." You know, hey, y'all want to go pound some minge later? You know, that'll get you out of any kind of fucking trouble.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. So that you don't have to worry about like, oh, they're going to know that I'm whipping out the chuckle twig. Instead, they're just going to assume you're up
you're
to
whipping
just something else.
Yeah, you're whipping something way out. Way different.
Yeah, you are. But you're not for real. You're actually smoking weed.
Minjo.
You guys,
Minjo.
You guys call me Minge a lot. So like the whole thing about like, I don't know. It's confusing.
Oh, okay, you're right. No. He has to stay minge.
Yeah, especially that pounding minge made me feel some sort of way, bro.
I don't really see a problem, but that's okay. If you can't understand context clues, that's fine.
Yeah, I feel like you're making it sexual. Anyway, so I feel like we could call it something like sodomizing minge.
The following is a preview of this week's Patreon exclusive episode. Available now over on the Void FM podcast Patreon.
Bass.
I'm just gonna be here. I don't have a question.
No.
Get rid of-
You have to anything. You have to ask anything quick.
Anything.
Now.
Wait, give me a second.
No, anything now.
down.
No second.
How long should my socks be?
How do you guys know, like, a beat, for example, that you're making is complete and you're at a point where if you add anything else, it'll be too much?
That's a fantastic question.